Hi, it's Hannah, and today we're going to go through the fundamentals of Pilates breathing. So we're going to start just lying down on our backs. You can have your knees bent or your legs straight. And first, we are just going to take a few breaths together. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So you might feel that expansion and contraction that happens naturally through your chest and belly as you breathe. In Pilates, we try to kind of control this so that the core stays working for us the whole time. It's your powerhouse. So let's start by just placing your hands on your lower ribs there, just on the front of the body. Now see if you can breathe into your hands. So as you inhale, really try to fill the front lower rib cage. And as you breathe out, you'll feel your hands just soften back into center. One more time, just like that. Breathe in. Feel how your rib cage expands, and breathe out. Now slide your hands just to the sides of your rib cage. So side body here. If you need a little guidance, check out the screen to see where my hands are. And this is really the trick, is try to breathe wide into your ribs. So try to breathe in, and as you do that, try to breathe into your hands here. As you breathe out, you'll feel everything soften back into center. Try a few more on your own. And just let your hands rest wherever. And notice where the back of your rib cage connects to the ground. And try to breathe into the back of your ribs. So that part is often much more subtle. There's just not as much movement there, but think about breathing into the back of your ribs. So that is our Pilates inhale. It's pretty classic, just breathing 360, thoracic breathing. Now, the kind of tricky part often with the Pilates breath is the exhale. So for this, we're going to start again with our hands. So just place your hands below your belly button. Now breathe in just like we've been doing. Breathe in wide. Try to fill your rib cage 360. And as you breathe out, imagine your hands are burning hot and you're trying to pull your abdomen in towards your spine. That little subtle contraction. Try a few more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Try to pull your abdomen away from those burning hot hands. And you might feel that deep connection to your core. So a few more, just like that, get the swing of it. And as you breathe out like this, you're connecting to your transverse abdominis, which is the deepest layer of your core. It's below your six-pack muscles, your rectus abdominis, below your obliques, those side muscles of your core. It's this deepest, almost corset-like muscle that wraps around your waist. And this is what's going to give you stability as we start moving. So you can also, if you're comfortable with it, think about breathing, exhaling, and pulling up through the pelvic floor. Now this happens naturally as we breathe, but it can be interesting to focus on. Just getting that lift from the floor of your core, almost like you're zipping up from the pelvic floor all the way through the lower abdominals, all the way to the base of your ribs. Now, another way to do this, if you find you get kind of distracted by exhaling this way and that and da-da-da, you can just breathe out through pursed lips like you're breathing out through a straw. So breathe in, wide and full. Exhale. And you'll get that same or similar core connection just by breathing out through pursed lips slowly. It is nice to breathe out through the nose. You tend to get a slower breath and you're a little bit more focused. So if you can, breathe out through the nose and do that burning hot hand exhale. Now, a couple things to watch out for. One thing is that you're not exhaling and like squeezing your glutes and rounding through your back. There's no really effort involved through your bones. So you're not exhaling to move through the skeletal body. You're just exhaling to stabilize the core. Another thing to watch out for is that you're not overdoing it. And again, that comes with squeezing the glutes or gripping your jaw or anything like that. Try to just get in the swing of the breath. So this is different than yoga breathing, well, certain yoga breathing, but that traditional yogic breath where we breathe deep into the belly and let it go. For this, we're trying to keep the abdomen quite still. So it's really just breathing in to expand the lungs fully to their full capacity. And that way you'll get a little bit of a stretch through the upper back and the back of the ribs as well. Nothing major, but just kind of guiding that part of your body to open up and that good core connection, of course. But when we do that yogic breath, the full belly breath, it's not really about muscular activation. It's more about your nervous system and relaxing your nervous system. So different benefits for different kinds of breathing. This isn't to say there's one right or wrong way to breathe. Of course, there's millions of ways to breathe. But just for Pilates, this is kind of what we aim for. Now, often me and other Pilates teachers, we can get so focused on the movement and all the things happening as we're moving our bodies that we forget to cue the breath. And really, the breath is a fundamental part of our Pilates practice. So just a few things to focus on. So one, prioritize your breath, even if the teacher doesn't tell you to. Focus on your breath. That is what's going to determine your movements. And it's also going to give you really healthy movements because you can deeply focus and really do it from this space of your core. So go at your own pace, focus on your breath. And also, when we are doing our Pilates movements, generally we exhale during the most challenging portion. So usually that's lifting the leg rather than lowering it because you're working against gravity, things like that. So we exhale during the hardest part of the movement. If the whole thing feels hard, that's really common. Just think about exhaling to lift. Maybe you pause as you breathe in and exhale for the next portion of the movement. So this is your sign to take your classes at your own pace and just do what feels right in your body. All right, well, I hope that helped clear things up. If it didn't, write in the comments and I can help you out and see what we can do to kind of tweak the way you're breathing to make it really work for you. Thank you so much for being here with me. Keep breathing. Peace.